It's the Daily Talk Show, episode 692.
Happy Tuesday afternoon, you Gronks. What's going on? What's
Feels like
happening?
Monday, doesn't it?
I know. I just said to you that it's the 20th and that the 21st is tomorrow, but it's all over the shop. I left the house today.
Were you? I sensed a little bit of panic because I said we've got something important coming from FedEx, and I said, has it come today? And you did say confidently, "No, mate, it's coming tomorrow." Was there a moment where you realised when you went and got your souvlaki earlier that you may have missed FedEx?
Oh, no, it wouldn't matter. I wouldn't need to be here. They can just leave it.
I don't know if
they're
they
loose as shit. Yeah, definitely. Mate, they gave Dodge, the dodgiest person I know, they gave him my iPhone 11.
That would have been
He signed for
that
it.
wouldn't have been FedEx.
But that's it. I mean, what I'm saying is that they handed over, not to the person that it was its rightful owner, a whatever,
Just give it to any
$1,600,
Gronk.
$1,400 fine. And he's the dodgiest guy that I know. Look at him. The moustache, the 5 o'clock shade, shadow on his lip.
Yep.
It's crazy, guys. Absolutely crazy.
Big announcement from Sevs. Over to you.
My undies have arrived. Is that the
one.
announcement you're hoping for?
Yeah, it was.
Is that what he wanted?
They're
Is it
great.
one pack?
So, well, I mean, I've only no. So I've got the other packets here.
Oh, great.
So are you willing
actually
to
great
do
though.
like to show
I wasn't.
just
No.
a little something for the audience? Just
Just a
show
little
us-
tease.
Just a little tease.
You've already no. You already put it on Instagram.
No. You've
Just the
already
band?
sent him
I wanna see the band.
full-length shot.
Oh, you just want to see
Sevs?
the band.
Yeah, I
That's
want to
what
see
you
the
normally
band.
do.
Here we go.
You can see the band.
Oh, it looks nice.
Step 1.
Just look at that V.
Fun.
Is it a V line? Is that what that's called? That's not a V line.
Fun fact, Campbell,
It is a V- yeah, it is a V.
Struthless, who we had on the show,
Struthless.
he named that brand.
Mm.
It's his friend's brand, and he threw out some business names, brand names, and he picked the one that he came up with. Isn't that cool? Where
really
have you
cool.
got
That's cool.
step 1 from? Like, have you you are a guy that goes for the cheapest, but
Yeah.
you also like quality. So I'm trying to work out which one you went for.
Well, I feel like Josh, I've had a bit of a rebrand. I feel like I'm moving towards the more high qual stuff, and so I was going to go Bonds, which I mean, it's not Bonds is probably generic quality, but I saw all the reviews online, and these ones were the go-tos. So, Osbargain,
can I just take a
product
moment for
review.
Can I take a moment for the person that reviews undies online? What do you got going on, dude? You got much on?
I think that's
What are you
great.
up to?
If you can do that, if you
It's
can,
no,
as
if
in
you-
not getting paid for
Just
it, or
hang on, just think about it for a moment. Think about it for a moment. It like you almost have to just go with the brand, which is not always the case, that has most reviews. Because if you had lots of reviews, there could be a lot of negative. But for anyone who's bothering to go up online and fucking write a review for a pair of undies, jeez.
Yeah,
So
I
we
will say
actually-
though,
yeah, go on.
they feel great. They're like the best. I mean, the best way to describe they're bamboo, but the best way to describe them is probably silky.
Yeah.
It's a nice feel. And I will,
And so
I will
the thing
just
is, I
quickly
wonder
say,
how they're going to go after a wash. But yeah, what do you get a quick?
well, so this is the great thing. They
have
have
to
1
wash
year
them.
warranty on them.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
here we go.
So
Surely it's
Sending back
don't worry
undies.
about sending back your shitty undies.
no,
You can keep
yeah,
them,
no.
the actual scumbag.
Is it like
you
an
keep them,
Apple sort
but-
of like? Does it count if you've just destroyed them yourself with an accident? Is it only sort of their damage?
It is. Yeah. So if there's like stitching issues or I don't know, something happens to them or whatever, they're losing their shape, they've got 1 year warranty, so you can just take them back and not take them back. You just message them and they'll send you a new pair. But Sarah said her husband won't wear anything but step 1, which is I feel
great.
like that's who I could be. I could definitely
Be that guy.
move towards step 1.
Hey,
yeah.
Mr. Step 1.
Mm.
No, I don't
Yeah.
mind.
George, do you have
Don't
any
mind it.
brands of things that you sort of really align yourself with? You only buy a certain brand of something?
Nah, not at all. Actually,
You switch your deodorant every time? Are you that sort of
Oh
animal, or-
no, I get the same deodorant. But this hoodie I got from AS Color.
Oh yeah,
and
great brand.
ordered 2 hoodies and they came like the next day. So I think I'm a bit hooked on that.
Well, the Daily
What,
Talk
they
Show
come-
hoodies are A&S colour, and yeah, that's not that
Yeah,
impressive what
and-
they arrive.
Yeah, but they're comfy and they came so quickly and they're cheap. So
Mate, you would love
you have
that.
to have
You
it.
can walk in and walk out same day.
where's this?
Kmart or like any shop, any shopping centre, you can walk in and walk
Yeah.
out.
Coles. Yeah.
Yeah, mate. Have you been?
You've been
to Coles?
shopping
Yeah.
lately, George.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No,
Hey, Josh, how are you feeling?
Oh, I was feeling horrendous, to be honest. I tried to have a nap. I haven't had a nap in about. Anytime I say I have a nap, it basically means I'm going to scroll on my phone and feel a bit depressed.
Did you nap today?
No, I tried 10 minutes before I ended up having a shower just because I was feeling just. I'm actually on the black coffee, which at 4:15 is an absolute nightmare.
I'm on a coffee. You'll be buzzing tonight.
no.
I mean, people could be mistaken for thinking that it's the demise of Virgin Australia. You closely associate your brand with Virgin Australia. You I thought I saw once blue neons coming from you, like Virgin Australia does with their
It's
branding.
more of a purple.
No, but what your points are useless.
So they've paused them. But this is the thing.
Okay.
My theory is, because I could have got the AirPod Pros, which I wanted to get, but it's very hard to get that deal. Bree knows my bullshit, so she knows that anything that I spin in regards to we've got to use these now could also, it's like the PS4, because I wanted to buy a PS4 with the points, everything,
Yeah.
like I can't get anything. But yeah, so they've paused them.
Okay, so because I saw someone jump on and click on the frequent flyer program, whatever it is, and it doesn't even go anywhere. It's like not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, and so you're not annoyed about that?
Well,
How many
so my
points did you have?
theory, so I had 137,000, but my theory with it is that everyone would have been selling their points, or sorry, not selling their points. They would have been using them. They would have been buying
Redeeming.
gift cards, redeeming them, exactly. And so my theory is that when we can fly, all of a sudden those points will be worth something, and you can get some really great things. Like with the points, the best use. Actually, Sevs, you should get around this. I feel like you could really get into Virgin with the WA, the Perth route. They run the
really?
international style business class, which is the business. And so you can use points to upgrade that. So I feel like
I mean,
I'm
you're
going
speaking pretty confidently, like they're going to come back.
I think
like
they
it's-
will. Yeah,
They'll come back.
yeah,
They're
I
too
think-
big to not come back.
What's going to happen? Like, you don't want just one airline to be ruling them all. I think the point
No, of
was,
course not.
But don't you think it was interesting? They were saying, like, they were sort of obviously pushing that they're disappointed that the government's not bailing them out, but they're still getting JobKeeper. They're still getting all this other shit. They're just not being helped with that, $5 billion or whatever you were talking about.
The debt they're in. Oh, I heard this morning a pilot who's been with Virgin for 12 years now works at Woolworths. So he's been stood down. And whether he gets that JobKeeper or not, he didn't even mention that. So
Could we get one of them to fly the plane? And we wanted to do sort of a virtual flight to Dubai.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of pilots that have got a bit of time on their hands at the moment. All of them. Anyone who works for Virgin.
They don't do the A380 though, so we might have to.
They're going
around.
to. That's why getting them back up. I know what you're saying, Josh. It's big enough that they're too big to fail. But isn't that the problem with businesses that are too big to not fail? It becomes a trap where they've got a stranglehold on the market. Amazon, too big to fail. If that blew up tomorrow, there's 30,000 jobs in America or more? How many people they employ?
But I guess think about it this way: like, what would happen if it was just Qantas? If that was the only flights you could book, that'd be so expensive. So I feel like the treasurer came out and said this isn't like an Ansett situation, and so I think that the way that you're looking at it is it's either stimulus or they're completely fucked. But if 90% of their ownership is overseas and they're going into administration, surely, it's going to change things up, but surely that will mean, there's heaps of other...
Yeah.
Obviously, the government's putting the pressure on to say, hey, you're a private organisations, sort your shit out, try and do all the other things rather before, knocking on our door.
Oh, 100%. I think how annoying. Like, they've done so well to get their business to... Like, think about how good it is to fly with Virgin. It's so fucking annoying that they've built it up, because it wasn't always like that. Did you fly Virgin Blue back in the day?
V Australia as well. But they always had that whole, like employees of Virgin were always slightly more attractive. Both like male and female. Like, that was sort of that was Richard Branson's shtick.
It's a little brand filter.
Yeah, brand filter is that. So there's a lot of. Yeah, you haven't noticed that?
No, not really. I mean, the thing about cabin crew is all of them are looking dolled up. Like, the men, the women, they're all looking, tight little pants on the men. They're probably wearing step 1 undies, looking good. It's it's all the same.
Anyway, but at the end of the day, it is like a hospo job, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Well, it's literally delivering food. Like, it's.
I'm sure they would think it's something a bit more.
Do you reckon?
Impactful.
I think that it's pretty.
My next door neighbour is number 6 in Victoria. Number 6. She was telling me what that meant. 6. She's been employed through Qantas for 40 years. I'll explain.
Employee
as
number
cabin
6.
I think it's employee number 6.
Oh, that's impressive.
That still works for the business in Victoria as a cabin crew. So I said to her, "How do you do how do you work out what your roster is and shit?" She said to us, which she doesn't fly them anymore because they've all been relieved, I think, because there's no flights going on for the moment. She said, we're on a group email, and we, within the top 10 or top 6 or whatever it is, we send out an email to each other saying, "Hey, I want this shift. What anyone else keen on?" And so it's like a bit of a pecking order. So they just work out their roster together.
Interesting.
I mean, that's what you get for flying for 40 years. But I mean, very.
I wonder how they look after their skin and stuff. I feel like you'd get pretty dry being on a plane.
Jackie's got great skin. Yeah.
I didn't say anything about Jackie, to be clear.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I know someone who's been a 40-year vet. It's like, you'd think if you were piling on a layer of makeup. I don't think all of them do it. Maybe she doesn't.
No, I'm thinking more the dry of the atmosphere. Like, I just.
I thought you meant. I mean,
cabin.
because they wear a lot of makeup, don't you? Don't you think?
There's also the whole height. There's the height restriction around.
I think we got a FedEx delivery
here.
on. Yeah, hang on.
Here we go. No way.
I've sent him Dominoes.
Actually,
I haven't really sent him Dominoes.
Imagine.
This is exciting. So we've organised a bit of gear. Here we go. Let's listen. It's quite on set. Something so exciting. Isn't it great getting mail?
Oh, yeah. No signature required. It just was left on the door. I was about to run after him because I saw him going back to his car. But anyway, got it. Thank you, FedEx.
Oh, great.
It can pick you up. Like,
are
it can make
we
you feel
opening
good.
it on the show, or?
It's pretty
No, I
boring.
can't. It's too hard to get into it.
Oh, okay.
It's a cord.
Okay.
It's
it's
very,
literally a
very
cord.
boring. Hey, just on the travel stuff, I was thinking, like, I haven't gone on. Sometimes I do it when I'm a bit restless. Back in the old days, i.e. 6 months ago, look at what it costs to fly places. Have you guys done this? Have you searched a location, just seen how much it costs?
Or do you remember this was
guess.
only?
I was thinking
Yeah, go on, George.
it'd probably be more expensive. I was assuming if you wanted to fly to like Canberra or something, I would assume that it would be more expensive now than usual.
And
Well,
Or would it be cheaper?
You haven't looked at
I
it?
did this just before. I looked
looked
at
at it.
LA. I was thinking, what would it cost to get to LA at the moment? And can you
you're
even
not
get there?
searching Canberra, TJ? No interest?
Yeah, you know.
Sorry, George.
That's raging
I was doing
capital.
domestic because, well, you can't do international. So
Well, this is so.
Can you not fly
leaving-
out?
So I wanted to know. I wanted to
Isn't that
see
the
if
whole
it even
thing?
showed up. Like, that's the thing, right? I thought you couldn't fly
Wait,
out
are
of
the
country.
borders? What's the deal? Have we closed the borders?
Different states have done different things to incoming people, but if
Maybe
you were,
maybe you can't come in. Maybe you're not, like, international travel into Australia is forbidden. But hang on, I should probably.
No, I have a feeling that
So
you
you
can,
look up
like,
that,
Australian citizens can come back in, but
Home?
it's come home, but it has to be yeah, maybe you have to have like a reason to travel. It can't just because flights are cheap. But yeah, what'd you find?
There's a ban on all overseas travel.
Okay.
Okay.
When did that happen?
Well, it still says I still could process this payment of $6,964 to LA, leaving next Thursday. I don't know. I wonder if you could even put it through and if they would honour it or like it, honour the credit or whatever it is. So this is you fly Melbourne to Sydney, then you fly Sydney to San Francisco to Los Angeles. It's pretty straightforward, and then the same way back. That's I did search before and it had like it ending up in Ontario, like it couldn't get into the States.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You sure maybe Ontario? It could have been Ontario, California.
Oh, is there
Is
a
it-
California?
Yeah,
Ontario.
just out of LA. So I
Oh, wow,
reckon
there was
probably
a,
they
yeah,
have
you
an
could
air-
fly
they have
into
a flight.
Ontario. There you
That's
go.
probably why. It's probably a smaller thing.
Ridiculous though that you can even buy this or that you can book travel insurance. No, ridiculous.
It's good fun.
I mean,
The,
I like seeing how much it is.
Yeah.
Nearly $7,000.
That's crazy.
Whether you can get it or not.
Do you remember when I? It was only like probably 6 weeks ago that Bree and I went away. Where do we go? Mornington Peninsula or
Daylesford.
whatever. No. What's it called? Where they've got the that fell
Shore,
that time? Look at what I'm doing.
Cape Shank.
Arthur's Seat. For people who don't know, there's a Arthur's Seat chair lift that famously collapsed once. No, when we were staying there, we were looking. This was just before all the shit hit the fan, and I was looking at flights to LA. It was like $600 return, and I said to Bree, "I'm like, no, we're doing it. We're booking it." And then Bree gets funny about getting annual leave. She doesn't like putting too much pressure on her employer. She's always been like that. And I was just like, nah, we're doing it. We're booking. And so anyway, she went to her work and just said, hey guys, I'm taking time going to LA in June, blah, blah, blah. And then they were like, is it a good idea? Like, with all it's early days coronavirus, but, don't know where it's going. And Bree's like, nah, like I'm taking my annual leave. And she came home and said, yeah, pushed and it's all happening. I'm like, oh, we're not going. It's not safe. And she was slightly spewing that.
Sangers.
Yeah. But I
So
think it was the
she,
right thing to do, not to buy it. If we'd bought them, we would have lost the flights.
Oh,
I'm guessing.
absolutely. Absolutely. Are you still, like, for people who still have scheduled annual leave within these times, I mean, we're looking at one of them right now. George Martin's on annual leave right now, which is a bizarre time. Like, it all feels just kind of weird. Like, feels like it's annoying to have your annual leave fall on these times when you can't do shit.
Yeah. I was wondering about that, Tam.
Yeah.
You've been out and about just at the beach. What have you been
Can
doing?
I just say, George,
Yeah,
your shot's looking great, mate.
Is it? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I got it going. So
Yeah, the camera.
how's
And
it
so
going?
your annual
camera
leave,
go?
are you feeling looser? Are you drinking during the week?
Nah. Well, actually, the annual leave doesn't start till the 28th, I think. But I was actually because I do work for an ad agency on the occasion. I had to set up a auto reply email today. And you guys always give me shit for my tech abilities, but I reckon this is probably my worst.
The Ethernet thing was pretty annoying. That was like 2 minutes before the show.
I realised I've never actually set up. Yeah.
Just before you go on the I just want to just the tech thing for a bit. It's not that you're bad at tech. It's that you, for whatever reason, there's a part of your brain that doesn't see the importance of these things. So there's a prioritization issue. So when you got everything ready, did you think that all of a sudden the Wi-Fi thing, like it wasn't going to be a problem anymore? What was the actual, or is it because you are so nice, you're like, I don't want to bother them with the Ethernet thing. I'll just let it through and hopefully they don't notice.
I just forgot, to be honest. Completely forgot.
That's fine. And so anyway, so the email, what's
Yeah,
happening?
so I set up an auto reply email today. It's the first time I've ever done this. I just let it go. I just can't be bothered dealing with auto reply stuff. And so I've set it up on the Apple Mail app, and I accidentally selected to reply to every single email that I've ever received
Fuck.
from that company.
I've done this before. I literally did this in 2011. After 4-hour work week, sent an email saying, "Hi everyone, I'm not checking my emails between these times." Sent it to it. And so how many people did you email, do you reckon?
So it just kept going like ding, 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 ding. Like it was non-stop. I couldn't stop it. It was going crazy. I was trying to like quit stuff. I was going to my preferences. It just kept coming up with this like undelivered and then this code, this weird thing. Then I'm getting emails from like the big execs there saying, "What's going on?" Like, you know, I've got 100 emails in the last minute. It's just going reply. Because I've got like thousands of emails in this account. And so it's replying to, it's sending emails to like the printer. It's sending emails to everything.
Oh, how many times did you print your autoresponder?
And so
you no longer work there.
So then this is my last day. So then the tech guy was on to me and he was like controlling my screen, trying to sort everything out. Had to pretty much shut down my email address. Had to send out like a bulk email to everyone in the company saying, "Yes, we're aware of this situation. We're working on it." And then it would have been.
Have you ever been described as a situation before?
No, I think that was my first time. But so this is.
Oh, George.
Do you feel embarrassed?
So, yeah, it's pretty embarrassing. It was heaps embarrassing. I just sent out anyway. So
have you
completely
deleted the email address off your computer? So
so I first had to like make it offline, and then the IT guy came in and he basically like deleted. Oh, they had to block it from the server on their end, so it was still coming out of my mail, but they
could
had
you
to,
not
like, do
quit
some
Apple Mail?
IT thing. Yeah, I did that, but it was still, for some reason, the way it was set up was it was working through
the server or
their
something.
server or something.
Yes,
I don't
that's
understand
so
the language,
good.
but so
George,
whatever I did on
since-
my end just
that
did
would make
nothing.
sense.
Yeah.
So
George
they
has
had
since
to
been
block
given
it
a
on their
pager.
end.
Very low mistakes can be made on a pager these days.
Yeah. So they had to block it on their end, and then I had to like wipe all my emails, and it's just a nightmare. But so that's it for me for that company, I think.
And you were saying I was feeling rattled today, but you're feeling sort of low spirits in regards to the edit at the moment for the Hump Day replay.
Oh yeah, it's just. I mean, I would like to be a bit further in than I am, but it'll get there. I think it'll be fine. I'm pumped. Bring your prosecco.
Are you really pumped?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I mean, open up, George. You're in a safe space. How do you feel?
It's okay not to be okay.
What are you not happy with?
Stop this toxic masculinity.
Open up.
It's ridiculous, buddy.
Have the hard conversations now.
Yeah, bring them forward, George.
I just need to figure out like a proper structure for the next video. Yeah, it's getting there, and I've added a few things in. I've got a few ideas, and I'm just worried that it's not that funny, but it's going to be funny. Yeah. I mean, I'm in that. Just the day before it comes out, you're sort of doubting it.
Okay,
great.
It's not that big a deal.
Grace says we believe in you, George.
It's not that big a deal.
But it needs to be good.
It'll be great.
It needs to be good.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I don't I was just going to let it go, but the whole intro of this morning's show, it's impacted my mental health.
I hope you have realised, Josh, in our relationship that I don't need to beat you up mostly when you fuck up, because you beat yourself up bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's young Mr. 97 who doesn't have that filter that just comes out swinging. Just
he thought it was the funniest thing ever, but not.
It was so
funny.
funny.
It was just, and so for people who don't know, Jason, our accountant, came on the show, and I was rattled because it's actually, I don't want to blame anyone, but George, the reason why the intro was fucked was because I had to do a 3-shot because from the last show because of your camera issues. And so I'd forgotten I'd done that. And so we'd gotten to the intro and it automated the 3-shot. And I could tell Tommy was straight away rattled because he's like, oh, where's Jason? And so
Where's our guest?
so then Tommy felt like he had to say something because he was like, fuck, can Josh see this? I'm just going to, all right. And then I saw Tommy's reaction, then panicked and cut to 97. When I cut to 97, I then work out the 4 shot. I cut to the 4 shot and I announce Jason Robinson on the show from, and I say PGA Advisory, which is not his company. And so in that moment, obviously, I feel sick. I feel absolutely sick. I correct it.
Your heart drops.
Yeah. And then I threw to then I went to talking about his neck massage tool, which I had no plan on mentioning in the first 30 seconds. But because everything that had happened, I just couldn't handle it.
Dude,
I mean,
I watched it back. What did you say? You're like, oh, fucked it. Oh.
I mean, when a guest says, "Can we start again?" on a live show, it sort of it really rattles you. It's the equivalent of like, I mean, I was thinking about it. I was like, what would it be the equivalent of? And I think like from a personal situation, it's the equivalent of having sex with your partner and saying someone else's name midway through. Do you have that same sort of same
Dude, I've
vibe?
done it. I've done that.
You've done it.
How did it go?
I've done that. Not this relationship, otherwise I wouldn't be bringing it up. But I said it. Bad.
And what happened? Did you mention PGA?
No, what did I say? It wasn't. Yeah, I said someone else's name. I was so pissed. I was so pissed. I ended up dating that person for a very long time. I remember we dated for a long time, but it was definitely a hard thing to come back from.
How do you go back?
Early days.
How do you come back? I guess it sort of all stops then and there.
I think it was towards the end or something. It was. Yeah. God,
Shannon says she's done the same thing.
Yeah,
Dude,
I guess
Shannon, I feel you, babe. I feel you.
My boyfriend wasn't
no good.
happy. I mean, George, you were sort of nodding your head in agreement. Is this an issue? Have you?
No, I've never done it, but I've heard stories of people doing it. But the worst is if you do it and it's like you say like your sister's name or something.
I guess that's not,
that's
not
Or
Yeah,
your child. Or your child.
Yeah.
That's even worse. I was interviewing Taylor Lautner, that hunk of a man from Twilight. You know that dude who plays the wolf? He plays the wolf in Twilight.
Okay.
And he was in this film and he came out to Australia and I was on the red carpet. And I got called out for this in the YouTube video that I published. I said his name, Taylor Lautner, thanks for joining us, blah, blah, blah. And you see me just look and you can see in the background the poster of the film's name because I take this massive pause before I say, thanks for coming down to talk about blah, blah, blah. And and someone wrote in the comments like, he fucking forgot the name of the film. Perfect. Because I did see in the background the name, so I was saved by the poster.
I mean, it is an anxiety, I think, around like saying the wrong person's name or even emceeing something and just, get...
Oh my God, what about me? Hulk Smash Food.
Oh, that's right.
And who's a competitive eater, and there's another competitive eater named... Hang on. Oh, I like him. I love him. If I was to pick one that I like, it's him. Hulk Smash Food and...
Warrior Stomp? Stomp Warrior? No.
Oh,
Stomp Warrior.
Oh, God, I've forgotten his name again. But I called him Hulk Smash. I called him Hulk as well. Hulk. And it was not even his name.
No.
And he was miming to me. It's, what is his name? Fuck, I've forgotten it.
This is annoying.
See,
this is
the problem when you... I've never had an issue with it, but it's like I've now cemented an issue based on that one incident where now I just cannot remember
Well,
it.
yeah, you almost like it becomes a bit of a thing. But I was thinking like, what are some of the... I feel like I was potentially I think I've overworked my brain lately, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing a lot of shows. We do 12 shows a week.
I think it was
there's a
more the
lot of-
chores. I reckon like all the... no, but if you think about it, so this is the sort of fuck up that I had this morning with the chores. I put everything out to wash and then waited an hour or whatever because we were doing the show before I then hung them all out. and then I hung them all out, and Bree said, it's done the thing where it doesn't smell like it doesn't smell clean. And then I remembered I didn't fucking put any detergent in the washing machine. And so I just feel like I'm starting to fucking lose my mind. I'm forgetting these things. It's not ideal.
That list is long. That list is long, and you've taken up a lot in a short period of time. What happened to tiny habits, baby? After you brush your teeth, just wash your pants.
What are you being inspired? Do you think that you guys are doing more at home after you're seeing all my Insta stories?
If anything, it just made me think about the baseline of shit I do without posting about it.
What do you do?
I empty the dishwasher, put on the washing, do all the vacuuming in the house, sweeping, putting the bins out, all of that shit. But I haven't even thought about that. The only thing I did think is I'm doing more based on being at home.
Yeah.
Just because I'm noticeably seeing the shit everywhere, and I'm like, I can't.
When would you sweep rather than vacuum? I don't see the point of sweeping. Sweeping seems like a sort of a dumb thing to do.
I mean, not to flex, but our floor space in our downstairs is twice the size of your apartment. And it's floorboards, so it's annoying because it's like I do vacuum it, but it's also I guess when it is a wider space, it is actually more effective just doing a quick sweep. Like you get the solid bits, and I don't.
And then you vacuum them up too?
Sometimes, and then I give it all over. If I'm going harder, then give it all a vacuum. But I've got a cyclonic, and we've got sort of thick carpet, and it's so rewarding. It's mate, it's one of my favourite things to do. Put some headphones in and vacuum, and with a cyclonic. If it's not a cyclonic,
what's a cyclonic?
I don't want it. Cyclonic vacuum is one that you see the spinning like a cyclone, dirt, and so you're actually seeing the particles of the dust and the dirt and the shit that you're picking up. And so the non-cyclonic, I'm sure they're cyclonic, but that's the term, cyclonic vacuum. Ever heard of it?
George, I think the Dyson said the Dyson cyclonic.
Definitely. You're the one you've got.
I just call them bagless. Aren't they bagless?
Yeah, bagless. Yeah. Oh, no, the cyclonic, so you can... The one I've got, I'm just looking at the cyclonic vacuum cleaners. Most vacuums use the suck and bag the dirt process until the late 1980s, when another British engineer, Mr. Dyson, felt it was time to go one better. The trouble with the old style vacuum cleaners is that they suck in dirty air, and blow it directly into the bag. Mate, cyclonics are the way forward. I think.
Well, we're actually thinking about moving away from our Dyson because we need to get a new.
Really?
Trevor says, "Get a Dyson stick vacuum. Sweeping is rubbish." Says Trev. Which Trev's done that in all capitals too. Trev's come straight from Twitter to YouTube with his on, which I appreciate. No, I agree with Trev. I'm surprised Trev's not using one of the smart sort of Roombas or things like that.
Robot ones, yeah.
To be honest, the two guys that have mentioned this both have the stick style vacuum. Mm-hmm. If I had one like yours, Josh, I would definitely use it downstairs because you can just have it
even
on the
with
wall
the size of your place.
Yeah. I would. I think I would do that more rather than hold off and then sweep and it be a lot. Like I would give it a once over. But mate, get that Roomba, get that fucking thing, get Quad Lock, get Rob Ward. See, nearly a brain fart there. Rob Ward, get his brand vacuum cleaner that's automatic. It's sick. Goes on carpet. Goes over rugs.
One thing that
that's the order. Yeah.
Well, George was saying in the comments on the different chores I should do mopping. I thought mopping's a very can't you just wipe down your floor with a sort of a paper towel?
You should get a steam mop, Josh. Get a steam mop. You'd love it. It's just water. Yeah. And you don't need anything else, and it just dries as you go. I reckon that's right up your alley.
And so
I actually agree.
Shine the floors.
Well, it used to be a thing like on the same channel that Jeff Jowett used to sell his cookies. Cookies. They would sell the steamers. The steamers were the big thing. But I don't know. I just feel like it could be quite clunky. It could take up a lot of space in the apartment for something that you only really... Have you got one, George?
Yeah, we got one from Kogan.
Okay.
It does the job.
How often are you using it?
It does the job.
Does a job.
That's his motto.
Sounds like
once
the
a,
undies
once a
review.
week, I reckon.
Okay.
Or
So how
Once
much
a
did you pay
week,
for it? Did you pay like $50 for it, or?
yeah, it wasn't that expensive. It was like $50-$60 or something. $60.
Okay.
Yeah,
Russ
something like that.
says steam mop not good on wooden boards. Boards, yeah.
Floorboards, yeah.
Oh, really?
Floorboards, yeah.
That's what we're using.
Here he
now.
goes. Trev says, I'll send a robot vacuum down to Tommy to review. Epic on hard floor places. Can you use the 360
great.
GoPro he gave us to TJ to do the
Put
review?
it on top of it. Put it on
That would
top of
actually
it.
Yeah,
be
that'd
quite
be
cool.
great.
Send it around.
Mm.
Mate, are they kid proof?
We live
Like
stream.
if Bodie jumped on it, did a
No.
from the top ropes?
Probably
It's
not.
a
Can you
vibe
just
or
tell
no?
him not to?
And what are you getting paid for the review once I hand it in? Are you is this a piece of
You could be on a current
WT
affair or something. Get around that.
yeah. No, I would. I'd love to see it. Love to see it.
George, what's Hannah cooking? I heard you speaking to Hannah before. She was asking milk or cream. What are you making?
green curry. Yeah, she was asking if we need coconut milk or coconut cream.
Okay.
I
Good
said,
question. What
which
is
one
that?
did you
What's the
say?
answer?
I said I prefer cream, but you can use whatever. You can use either.
Is that for its thickness?
Yeah, just for the creamy thickness of it. Yeah, like Thai curries have got a bit of creaminess to them, so
Oh,
it should be
definitely.
lovely. Can't wait. But
Uh,
last night we had
George-
our Attica.
Oh,
How was it?
you guys are all fiends.
Yeah,
Fiends for that
Yeah, it was
top end
so
delivery.
good.
What's going
Yeah.
on?
it was.
Is it worth jumping
got
on
the
the
same as-
bandwagon, or is this another Pete Shepherd pushback? Like too good?
No,
Nah,
it was-
no way.
Yeah, it was nice. I loved it. We had the lasagna, the garlic bread, salad, and ice cream for dessert. Ice cream was a little too sweet for me, but it was.
Oh, did
yeah,
you have
was
it? It
nice.
had ants in it,
$100.
didn't it?
No, our one was different to yours. It was apple crumble.
Crumble, but it's
But,
up there with Tones and I. Couldn't really care for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you have some wine with it, or what'd you pair it with?
Yeah, we had some red, had some
Mhm.
nice Pinot with it.
Was it from your housemate, or did you have to
Yeah.
ask him?
Yeah, I asked him. I said, "Which one can I crack?" And he said, "Any of them." So, yeah, it's
Is that
good.
it? Did you get what you wanted there,
That
Josh?
sounds good, George.
That's about it.
No, that was
get what
great.
you wanted?
Thanks, boys.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I was just thinking he was saying that he wants to do his own tax because he can't afford an accountant, but he's fucking getting Attica on a Monday. It's a little bit
Yeah,
rich.
mate, dial in your priorities.
Yeah, I think you could.
The Uber driver was impressed
What do you mean?
because I got it delivered to the office, and then I Ubered home, and he was like, "Oh, you want dinner tonight?" And I was like, "Yeah, got Attica." I was like, "What? Wait till I tell the missus about this. She'll be bloody jealous." But yeah,
Is this Russ Keys driving
Yeah,
it?
Did the Uber driver say this? Really?
Yeah, the Uber driver was saying this. Yeah.
Did you have to heat it up?
No, it was good to go. It was. No, it was nice. You guys should get it, Tommy.
It was
Or
it
maybe
was
you could
good.
get
I
it
mean,
for-
we had the garlic bread. I think is the highlight for me.
Yeah, that was nice.
Lasagna
alright.
in general, I'm not much of a lasagna guy. I've never ordered lasagna at a restaurant.
Really?
Anyway,
Good.
That's all
sorry,
right.
glad
just
we finished on a 10.
to get out,
Yeah.
just sort of to bring us to an 11. Trevor's said, "Oh, here I am offering a $999 robot vacuum, and Tommy questions what I'm getting paid for publishing the review." Sorry, mate, I didn't know you're fucking giving it to me. I'll do anything if you give it to me. What, like,
Tommy's
Are you
favourite
and I
keeping
didn't know it was
freebies.
$999. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ! You can post it. You can get paid whatever you want.
You've really come around,
I'll take
haven't
it.
you?
Well, I didn't know. I thought he was just sending it. Would you just, if someone said, "I'll send you something to do a review on," would you do it?
Well, I've stopped giving out books to friends to borrow because I just never get them back. So I've
Oh,
just
you
got
can't
sort
do
of
that.
Do you still have
I
one
got
of my
my
books?
Do you want it back?
You still have that
It was,
book,
it
don't
was
you?
You gave it to me, but it wasn't clear.
Well, it's actually
Is your
Dad's.
dad
It's actually
asking-
Dad's book.
Yeah, his dad asking for the
No, but I think I would like it back.
Uh-huh.
It would sit really nice. Hang on, yeah, up there. There we go.
They're a bit long for your shelf, to be honest. But have we got any email, Sebs?
Yeah, we got an email from Ian. He said, "G'day boys, just wanted to say congratulations on an epic TDTS formal. I thought it was a huge success. It was great that everybody went to the effort of dressing up and it looked great in the Zoom room."
Ian looked fantastic, by the way. He looked really good in that.
Great
that bow tie, the whole thing looked real primo, real custom job.
He said, "I must admit I still find it weird getting together with a bunch of people I've never met and probably would never have met in real life to listen to you guys and drink beers, although I am loving it. Particularly in this strange time of isolation, it feels so good to be able to connect with people, listen, talk, and just let go of the serious stuff for a while and have some fun and shots." You asked me for guess. I can't remember.
Sounds like you did, baby.
I mean, we could potentially.
Yeah,
we could.
He was.
Is that a new thing that you've worked out? How long have you been planning that? Here we go. Yeah, he's really.
Shots.
So Tommy is zooming in with his camera. When did you learn that?
Oh, mate, I just, I told you the guys this morning I'm pretty tech savvy. Oh, that was yesterday. I actually have set it up so that when I do my TikTok smile, it just jumps in on my face. That's all it's doing.
Yeah, you got to dial that.
But yeah, Ian, what a legend, mate. Ian, we were saying, come on, Ian, loosen up, big fella. Let's get dancing. Let's get that. And he was just into it. He's just moving his arms. Loved it. It was so great.
I get around his workouts on Instagram as well. Just like always Instagram stories of like, I'm about to do my workout or just killed it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, he ain't no poser. He's getting it done.
Yeah.
He's absolutely getting it done.
I mean, the shots thing, I think is definitely because as I said, I'm moving away from the wine for the next Friday night drinks, but there could be some sort of drinking game that involves shots, maybe like say within the 20-minute mark or something. Like I feel like we could time it out.
Shannon, how many shots did you have in the comments? Let us know. I had what did I end up having? Fucking Bailey's. A shot of that. I had a shot of vodka. I had a shot of tequila. Oh, God. Now it's all coming back.
Leah says, George, please put Tommy's shots in the video tomorrow.
Yeah, I've time-coded it, Leah. It's all good. We've got that.
Time-coded.
But so this, just to be clear, this Friday, no theme. So
no theme. Just a fun one Friday, end of the week. Get popping.
Yep. Any updates, Sevs, on the VIP Gronks WhatsApp? We went really hard yesterday saying, guys, it's happening. We're moving to WhatsApp. This is big. No more are we just talking shit. We're actually doing something now. It's happening. Where are we at?
Well, so a couple of things. One
if you have
thing
to mention
we
API,
found out,
it's too inside baseball, okay?
I wasn't gonna mention the API. We can go into it.
No, go.
What's that thing you mentioned in meetings, Josh? At one point, you were mentioning in meetings, and I
yeah.
And I was like, you lost him at
IAB 2.0 compliant.
IAB 2.0 compliance.
Yeah, you lost him at IAB 2.0.
Do you remember the first time we met Grant Smiley? Went out to lunch, and Tully introduced us. Her new friends. And he said, "So what podcast host do you use?" And I'm like, "Well, so." We're IAB 2.0 compliant. We're independent. And he, I don't know if he was that interested. So go on, George. Sev. So what's happening with the VIP Gronks?
Well, so the first problem was that people who have my number in their contacts book, the WhatsApp account shows up as Mason instead of the Daily Talk Show, which isn't ideal.
Because that was because we were going to use your phone number as the show phone number?
Yep, but so I think the solution is to get like a $10 SIM or whatever and put it into a phone. Okay. And then we're good to go.
And so what you're saying is if I go to Coles tonight, get a SIM card, put it into my 7 Plus, and that can just have like WhatsApp on it, then you're going to send all of the VIP Gronks contacts to this WhatsApp, And then are you going to
Yep.
set up WhatsApp on the computers so that we can all write back? Is that the idea?
Yeah, exactly. The only thing is I haven't figured out how to do WhatsApp broadcasts on the desktop apps, so that might have to be done on
And so what's a
your
WhatsApp
phone.
broadcast?
Well, it's pretty much like Friday night drinks, here's your Zoom link, and it just sends it to everyone. And it does, it's pretty much BCC.
Okay. So we'll do that. So I'll on
the
my
whole
Friday
company.
night, on my my walk right now, I'll go
Yep.
and I'll get the SIM card.
I love it.
Okay, great. It has to have a plan attached to it. It can't just be like a SIM, unless you want to redeem the SIM card online. You can figure that out.
I'll just do
A
like a
plan
$50, like a prepaid, right?
Prepaid? Is prepaid fine?
Well, that's what I thought you could
But-
do, but
Dude, I haven't
think you
I
do
haven't
have
got
to
I
plan
bought
it. I
my
guess.
I have my number, which is it was Optus originally. It starts with 0401, which is pretty OG. I bought it from 7-Eleven in Gardenvale, and I rode down on me pushy and paid $30 for it in grade 6. I got $30 of credit. I mean, they're so cheap now, but I was underage. I didn't, bought a pack of ciggies at the same time. No, I didn't, but like you didn't need anything to prove now. Like, is it easy as literally just buying and then you kind of activate it with some code? What's the deal?
Well, we did it with
it?
3D Deal with no problem. Trev says prepaid is fine.
All right, Trev's on it.
Real Inky
Trust
Do
Trev.
says, what about a Discord/Viber? So Real Inky Do, we tried Discord, but it was a problem because everyone had to download that app, and it was sort of a new app that people had to learn. And so,
Josh,
Everyone's got WhatsApp anyway.
You could hand this out to Mason. Trev said go to Aldi, get their SIM, do the 365-day expiry. Mason lives right next to an Audi, or an Aldi.
Audi, yeah.
There's probably a few.
Drive
Audis
down in your Audi to Aldi and get us a SIM.
The problem is then that whereas he's got to put the is he going to
yeah,
are you
I
going to
can't-
manage
I'm
it,
trying-
Sebs?
I can
gotta work-
if I get the SIM, because it's got two SIM cards. I've got a virtual one,
Do you
so
think
I can
that's
plug in a
foolproof
physical
though?
one.
Like if we set you this task and we're like, hey everyone, WhatsApp's going to start working tomorrow, what's the chance that you fuck it up?
Well, what's the chance you fuck it up?
Very low.
Oh, I don't know about that.
But how could I fuck
I mean,
it,
we've
fuck
gone
it up if
inside
I'm using-
baseball. If we didn't want to go inside baseball, it's gone well in. We'll get the SIM card sorted, and Sevs,
So am I
get
getting
to
the SIM
sending
card?
those whatsies. I think that let's just stick to your plan.
Can you get the
Think you played
contacts sorted, Sev, so we can just load them into
Sure.
WhatsApp? Okay.
Unbelievable, guys.
All right.
Unbelievable. I've got to go pick up Bodie and Amy.
All right, it's a daily talk show. See you tomorrow, 11 a.m. That's when we do it. It's 11, isn't
Mate,
it?
you always do that.
I know. We should just do it at 10.
Should we?
No, it's fine.
I don't mind. That's too hard to change now.
It's Shane Jacobson on the show tomorrow, 11 a.m. Join us live, youtube.com/The Daily Talk Show. Please, the banter is so strong, as you can hear. The podcast is sounding 110%, so it's a good time to ask for those 5-star reviews. Just go to the Apple Podcast app, scroll down to the bottom, leave a review, say something nice, give us 5 stars, and I check them every day. Haven't had one in about a week. So otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Have a good one.
See you guys.